Hello channel. Today I'm going to make another series on our learning management model. Today's series is going to be on creating of categories, as you can see beautifully displayed on this platform. There's a paid platform of my university, KNUST. And so if you're not on a paid platform as this, in my recent video we talked about creating a free trial called a Model Cloud account. So I quickly moved to that section of the recent video. In this recent video, we had to create an account with the Model Cloud. If you have done that, you just click on the login to do your credentials done. If you click on login, we have this portal, customer portal, for you to fill in your username and your password you created, and then you click on the login. This should lead you to this landing page where it's your portal as a client to the platform. If you watch carefully, I have two subdomains, and so I have to choose one of it. I'm going to choose that of the EGAN, but you may have just one subdomain, so you click on that for me, which should take you to another landing page as this. When that is done, you click on the site name to take you to the platform where you have your course created. You do that for me again, and then you have your final page as this. Hello Redoubt, yes, thank you very much for having me. In our last video, we did a course creation. I set a default one called the algebra, and so I'm going to use the algebra cohort for my uploading or the creating of categories in this. All right. If you have this page displayed, you have to go to more and you go to question bank. So like just like we have power bank, we want to save our questions in this bank. So let's go to question bank here from here. And then we have to come to this drop down and select categories. We are creating categories in algebra. It says create this category. There are other default categories here. If you want any of them, you are good to go. But assuming you want to create your own subcategories under these main categories, what do? You click on add category from here. It says where do you want your parent category to be? You can choose from any of these three things, but I want to choose the top algebra. And then my category name is set theory. Let me say my unit 1 set theory. Any way you want to name that file, you are good to go. Descriptions is not compulsory because it's not required, and then I can simply add this category. Voila, we have this category beautifully done in the default one. That is our mother category. Permit me to use such a word. If you want to create, let me kindly move back here. You want to create this subcategories in that, you have to go back to create or add another category. I'm going to create 6 categories for you, but when I come here, I have to change the parent category to my unit 1 set theory. Under unit 1 set theory, I want to have questions on MCQs. Okay, so it's still up to you to have to name your files. MCQs under unit 1, I have it here. I want to create another category where I would upload the questions. Don't forget to change the parent category to the right settings. I want to create true and false part of this. Okay, true and false done. Let's add another category. Again, the parent is my set. We want to create numerical questions. If you watch the other lecture videos, you realize what these guys mean. The next is short answer. Okay, add category, as simple as that. And then the last thing we're going to add is the clones under our unit 1 set theory. We are going to call that clones, and you know clones is embedded question. Again, you want to visit the previous videos and see how to create all these types of quizzes for the online session. And so that is how the categories are being done, as simple as that. The next session will be how to upload questions into these subcategories. I would assume that you've already watched the videos on how to create what we call it, how to create question types. If you've not done that, kindly go back and then watch that for me. I've already created several of these questions, and so I'm going to easily upload them. How do we upload these questions? In the same question bank. So I want to start from the onset. I have questions, but there's nothing. So I go to import. Okay. Import, you have file format. What we are using again is the model XML, not AK, not black box, not GIF. It is the model XML format because our files are in XML form. You click on the general here for me. Where are you importing these questions to? I'm going to import them into the MCQs category. Now I've not created any other categories, so I uncheck these boxes. You kindly do that for me. It says on error stop. Yes, when there's an error in my process, just stop the whole process for me and then be import. Let me quickly go through and see what my MCQs are. Here you are. So I drag and drop. You click on import. I have some number of questions in this. I'm not so sure. Okay, 2 questions for MCQs. You continue. You have the privilege to preview, which we've already gone through the preview sessions in the previous series. Again, I'm going to start the importation, and then I choose the model XML general. It's no more MCQs. When you place, if you don't change the category section, it would add up, making it some number of questions. Let's move to true and false. So I uncheck this one. True and false, where are you? It is T. True and false, here you are. And so you drag and you drop, and then you import. I think I have another 2 questions from this. Continue for me. Thank you. We continue the process to all the forms of categories we've created, because we want to place questions under each of this category. General, we've moved from true and false. We are on numerical. Okay. And so I search my numerical file. Here it is. I drag and drop. Import. You realize it's not so difficult importing questions, and then you continue. Again, I have 2 questions here. I think the last thing to do is on my short answer. Okay, so model, general, short answer, here you are. On check. I think I've done some mistake, which I rectify soon. In my numerical, I didn't uncheck the category section, so it created its own category, which will rectify. Continue. Then the last thing, I'm going to import again. The same process, general. I choose my clones. I will have to uncheck. And then the clones, where are you? Here you are. Import. And so that is it for the importation. So if you want to see what you've done, you can go back to your categories and view all your imports done. So MCQs has 2 questions, true and false has 2 questions, numerical is 0. I told you there was a mistake. Short answer is 2 embedded in 2. Where did the numerical question go? Here it is. Because I didn't uncheck my box, it created its own category called 2. So you can easily delete this and then start all over. Okay, delete this. Yeah. No, I don't want to save in anything, so let's go back. I want to delete it. So it means you have to click and then select the 2 questions there. With the selected, let's delete. Yeah, delete this for me. So I'll go back and then do my import for the numerical correctly. So imports here. The file is XML. And then the import category is numerical now. You have to uncheck these boxes. Numerical, here I am, and import to continue. And that is it for importing of questions. So we have our numericals and everything beautifully added up. I hope this was not so difficult to do. In my last video, I'm going to show you how to set up a quiz from all these categories you've created for the examinee to handle. Thank you very much and see you in the next section.